I know you said, but I've lost it. It's gone off the chat. The cheap, unmodded at the finish line. Cool. So I'll park this one here.
Docking granted. Successfully docked.
Then jump over to the other one.
Welcome. Welcome to Tidebreak, traveler. Enjoy your stay. Sir.
Autopilot engaged.
Is it snack time? I feel like it's snack time. So I found the local outlet near me has these peanut butter protein bars that they taste like, I don't know, they're kind of salty, but in a good way.
Entering Avarice 1.
Why does it look like that? Now it looks like that. What? Was I looking at the reflection or something? Yeah, okay.
Entering Avarice 5. Dead end.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Autopilot disengaged. Entering Avarice 4.
Are you...
Katana.
Yes.
Just remove the captain from the ship to minimize the chances of someone giving us away.
Awaiting
Okay.
orders.
Apparently the Cobra needs a captain. Guess what? I'm captain of that now.
Great. Everything is in place now. You know, I have to admit, I am nervous about this. I know Brantley only agreed to the race because he thinks there is no way you could win. But I wonder how he will react when he loses. Men like him are certainly not known for losing graciously, but the opportunity is too great. It is a risk worth taking if it helps to improve life for the people of Avarice. If they were not continuously being shaken down in return for Protection, and could focus on actually expanding their business, perhaps the economy could be fundamentally shifted in the Riptide Raker's favor long term.
Autopilot.
Let us hope you are right. Some say a rising tide lifts all boats. I am not too sure that this aphorism fits Avarice's particular circumstances.
Entering Avarice. 5. Dead end.
I like how we're calling cheap 10 million. Not sure if knows the lack of me commenting on the speed of his ship when discussing faster ships. Why so much? Because it's Katana? To be fair, it would have cost me nothing if I'd built it. I just really couldn't be bothered waiting for it to build.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering if you would show up.
Use about 500k ship.
Actually,
What if I'd
my
overspent?
scans indicate that everything
Eh.
seems to be in order, so we can commence the race. First one to cross the finish line wins. And that's me. It will be me.
Everyone ready? The race will begin in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Your ship just entered an environment that scrambles short-range scans. Change ships now!
done. That cannot be right.
Oh god. I missed it.
Ah, finally! I can't believe it took you that long. Well, actually, I can. Thanks to my far superior ship and piloting skills, you never stood a chance. The Astrid helped as well, of course. Now hand over the ship! I don't really have any use for this heap of junk, so I think I'll just scrap it. This whole farce just to prove a point. Do not mess with the North River Company.
I mean, I can shoot you.
But we went out of our way to tip the scales in our favor. Outrageous.
Partner, I've got a feeling that you have just been hustled.
I am flabbergasted as to how he could have possibly won this race. We fixed everything in our favor. Could it be? No. I did not detect any energy signatures that would indicate him using a similar teleportation technology to the one you used. An experimental new type of travel drive, perhaps? While theoretically possible, I am skeptical that this is what happened. The acceleration, and likewise deceleration, required to reach this point in space in such a short time frame far exceeds what is currently possible. If the North River Company was in possession of technology that could enable such fast travel, they would not keep it secret, and they certainly would not allow the CEO to exclusively use it for his petty purposes. The only explanation we have not ruled out so far is the possibility of anomalies facilitating this kind of rapid movement. My measurements certainly confirm that this system is extraordinarily unstable.
But that is unlikely, right? Bozo, from what you have told me, these anomalies are entirely unstable, with no way to manipulate their destination.
Yes, but we cannot discount the possibility that there are anomalies in this system that are interlinked with each other, or can be used as some sort of slingshot, so further research is required. Assistant, if you can find enough anomalies in this system for me to get a handle on the general situation, I might be able to determine what is going on and identify a stable anomaly. Admittedly, this is a bit of a reach, but quite frankly, the well of ideas is running dry.
Curious whether I would get different audio there? Different how? Hadn't done the welfare module bit when I did this, so we're somewhat close to how it could have been done. Huh? I'm confused. I think I'm having a mental blank moment. Welfare module bit where you and the casino owner fly back and forth through an anomaly to destabilize it to end cheating. You mean Boso's audio there? Does he say did something different? If you haven't done that. Deploy nav beacon. Okay.
The beacon has successfully established a connection, and I am receiving its data.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Hold up.
Entering system. 18 billion.
Well, that's not where I want to be. Where'd it go? Where is it? There.
Entering system. Morningstar.
Also not where I want to be. God damn it.
Autopilot engaged.
Unlikely to go back there? Damn. I was really hoping I'd be able to just use the anomalies themselves to get from one to the other. Like they were actually linked. Some you can, most you can't. Can't remember which is which. Ah.
Entering Morningstar. 3.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm still gonna do the casino module.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
I believe we can improve on the entertainment facilities we have already constructed.
Investigate leisure habits. Well, that's gonna need to wait. Damn, Xenon are just putting satellites around now. Did I see a defense platform? I did.
Autopilot disengaged. Xenon defense platform. PE Asgard.
Right,
Xenon defense platform.
let's go helping Mom.
M. PE.
Because, yeah, they're struggling.
PE. Container. PE.
God damn it. Is that an eye?
K.
No. Okay.
PE.
That Asgard can take care of it if it doesn't have to deal with all of these.
PE. Container. M. PE.
Serious damage.
K.
Oh, jeez. Bad spot.
Turret. Shield generator. Turret. Shield generator. Danger. Danger.
Yeah, Scott should have the advantage now. That's a main turret back online. None of that. None of that now you're here. Really? I got it. Alright. It's dead in the water. Now we just leave it for the Asgard to clear up. How are you turning?
Shield turret.
Lost count of the number of Ks I've done that to in the last 48 hours. Haven't seen any eyes lately though. Yeah, I haven't seen an eye for a while.
Shield generator.
Front turrets are still active. Come on, Mr. Asgard. Get that main gun online. You're pointing the wrong way. Sir?
Shield generator. K. Shield generator.
Starting to wonder if it is worth me using a cheese method to get myself an Asgard. So with the Xenon and Family Jin. There's a cheese method. Keep turning around. I think it's turning around. That's an engine up.
Shield generator. Engine.
Cheese to some extent any ship capture simply by not being there? Oh.
K.
He's dead. It just doesn't know it yet. There it goes.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, I'll leave the Asgard to take care of everything else here. It's the Asgard sector now.
Entering system. Silent witness. Entering system. Windfall.
The 7.0 changed it. Board pods don't count as an attack if you're not in the same sector. So you can move your ship next to target via map, launch bonding up with settings set to max, shield turret strength and ship to maintain distance. Then wait and wait, and hope and wait. Huh. I'm guessing the hope is whether or not they actually succeed. Bunch of time and dead Marines later. May take a few goes depending on skills/numbers. Fair enough. Yeah, I thought that was about 20 years.
Entering. Windfall. Free the Horde.
Because I can never think of something like Robinson Crusoe without thinking of a book that my grandmother bought me as growing up. That was written entirely in verse. Like, it was a full novel, but it was written in verse. It was called The Voyage of the Arctic Tern.
Entering system. Avarice. Autopilot. Epically
I don't know why, but I
failed.
really liked that book. And it was a nice hardcover too.
Entering. Avarice. 1.
I don't remember who it was by. But yeah, it was like a full novel, but it was entirely in verse. It was pretty cool.
Entering. Avarice. 5. Dead end. Autopilot. Disengaged.
Fuck it!
Entering system. Morningstar. Autopilot engaged. Entering
Pilot
system.
epically
A pick
failed.
bus choice.
Oh, that's what I should do. I should pull that audio and trim it down. Just trim the audio out of it. Can you imagine that as a redeem?
Entering system. Silent witness.
Requesting immediate backup.
Still disappointed no one has grabbed Nerd by Talia's one.
Entering system. Windfall.
That's a good point. I'm a bit surprised it wouldn't be on sound alerts. It's almost certainly on Tangier. I can't work out Tangier. I did try and set up Tangier, but I don't know. It was... I couldn't work out how to get it to actually work. It definitely wasn't as straightforward to set up, or it was too straightforward to set up. I'm not sure which. It was either too easy or not easy enough to set up Tangier. Mel could probably help with that one. Yeah, there's a few people that can probably help with that one. I should put that on the list of things to do. Pretty sure she used it. I know a few people that use it.
Entering. Windfall. 3. The Horde.
It's definitely a popular one. But then nobody even uses the sound alerts here. So, yeah. So far it hasn't really been that much of a rush to get it set up.
Entering system. Avarice.
It's like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I set up on the stream that just so far nobody's used. So, you know, here's what it is. Like, you know, we got a suggestion box there. It's been there since I started the stream. Like, back in November. Not a single submission. Which, you know, I don't know if that's I'm doing something right or I'm doing something wrong. Or maybe it's just not something that people want to use. That's, you know, it's entirely possible. Get the occasional point redeem for sound alerts.
Entering. Avarice. 1.
There's a couple of people that'll come in and be like, use the force. That one's pretty cool. Many such things just don't show for people on mobile too. That's true. That is true. Mobile is a bit janky. Mobile as a whole, like, just feels like a massive afterthought for Twitch. They're like, oh, maybe we should have a mobile app. And that's basically been it, up until the most recent update. At which point they're like, we should make TikTok.
Entering Avarice. 5. Dead end.
I was like, why?
Autopilot. Disengaged.
If I wanted to use TikTok, I'd go use TikTok. Like, that's how this works, Twitch. I think I see it. I don't do much with any kind of sound alert anywhere. Only a couple of streams where I use channel points, one for hello there. Yeah. I think we've got that one here. I don't know if it's channel points or bits though. It so rarely comes up that I don't actually know what most of my sound alerts are actually set up to use.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Well,
Awaiting
don't.
orders.
Did anyone catch where that was? Get Safuno. I think it's gonna get away. I've been annoyed with sound alerts lately because a bunch of people keep using that Discord channel one. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a whole lot you can do about that. I mean, that's not really sound alerts themselves either. Because with how it works, the alerts themselves are user upload. Like, the sound files are user uploaded. Like, yeah, I get how it's a problem. But like, it's not sound alerts themselves that are the problem there. Unfortunately, it's not really something they can moderate off without also banning a whole bunch of other things. Not to defend it or anything. Like, not trying to do that, just looking at what it would require. The fuck? I heard it. And it didn't give the graphical. There it is. It's another problem too, particularly with blurb, is that people who have paid enough money to blurb get to bypass having their sound bits proved. Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
No! I'm afraid to say this whole experiment seems to have been an exercise in futility. None of these anomaly measurements have yielded conclusive results. Their readings are entirely chaotic. At least this experiment has allowed me to reinforce my conclusion, namely that we know next to nothing about the anomalies, and that further study is required. What is obvious, however, is that these anomalies are way too unpredictable to be used as a reliable means of transportation from one set point to another.
I am sorry to hear that this endeavor was unsuccessful. Something just occurred to me, though. 25 years ago, just after the tide first arose and the conditions in the Avarice system worsened, a team of nomad scientists set up a small research station to study the phenomenon. These scientists were stranded here when the network cut the system off. While the vast majority of the Riptide Rakers took shelter from the tide among asteroids, the scientists pushed deeper into the system, hoping to identify the cause of the tide. I do not think they ever made the breakthrough they were looking for. All I know is that they eventually went bankrupt and left, or died by the tide, or by criminals looking to cannibalize their equipment. Remnants of their old station remain, although naturally, it is now entirely non-functional. Although their research did not ultimately amount to much, you might be able to salvage something which could point us in the right direction.
Indubitably a fine idea. We might as well, since I have run out of ideas on this particular subject.
Did I say the stream would be liable for any legal ramifications that could arise? Certainly if the streamer didn't, like, take any actions. Like, if the streamer just sort of let it go, then yeah, it would definitely fall on them. But like, if anyone was to pull something like that here, they'd get basically, like, they'd get probably one warning. And if they tried to do it again, they'd get banned. Just like, yeah, no, not having any of that here.
Autopilot engaged.
The reason they'd get a warning first is because I know that, like, Twitch's age limit is 13, and I know what teenagers are like. Sometimes you do dumb shit without thinking about it. And, like, realistically, if you're under 18, probably shouldn't be in my stream anyway, but we're not actually an adult stream. So, you know, teenager coming in, doing something dumb. Because they're a teenager and teenagers do stupid shit. Yeah, they'd get a warning. But then if they did it again, it'd be like, yeah, no, sorry. You had a warning.
Entering Avarice 1.
But it also kind of depends on the level of fucked up, right? Like, there are just some things that are fucked up enough that it's gonna get an instant ban.
Autopilot disengaged.
Usually, it is easier to access a station like this in your spacesuit.
I'm
Sir?
actually worried
Katana.
that there's gonna be a, the thing. The tide.
Assistant? I am picking up several ship signatures heading towards you at rapid speed.
Stop right there. It has come to our attention that you've been frequenting systems which are under Syndicate protection a lot recently. We don't like it when outsiders come here and shake things up too much. We won't have it. It's bad for business. Now, you can either pay us a fee to allow you to continue going on your merry way, or you back off entirely. And before you try to get one over on us, we will not hesitate to blast you to atoms right here, right now. What will it be?
I can take him.
Really? Well, alright. Stupid. You should have just kept away.
Hey, let me get my ship.
Let's go, boys. I saw you.
Katana. She. Kid.
You really didn't want to do that.
Why is he taking no damage?
Have you actually flown a real ship before?
Where's the missile? Oh, I've got no flares left.
Those ruffians made sure they vaporized even the last remains of the station. Hold on, though. I can see something on the scanner. There seems to be some sort of black box floating amongst the rubble. See if you can access it.
I'll get to that soon, Boso. For now, wait until these missiles run out of ammo.
Awaiting orders.
How much fuel have they got? One gun. There's the other one. Cool. Think there's an indicator for how long, but I haven't spent enough time there to be sure.
Katana.
Awaiting orders.
God damn it. Ich. Why is this last one a pain? Gotcha.
Katana.
Do we have anything on board? Nope.
Thankfully, the data on this black box does not seem to be damaged beyond repair. Yes, excellent. I managed to access the data and restore a voice recording. How exciting! I am initiating the recording now.
Log number 412. This is Dr. Doran Viv reporting from the research station Haddad. It has been 7 years since the cataclysmic initial event reshaped the Avarice system. Although I previously reported that progress on the matter of the tide phenomenon has been so slow as to be essentially imperceptible, I now believe that we have achieved a breakthrough. As established in preceding logs, we suspect that whatever instigated the tide phenomenon also weakened the surrounding fabric of space-time. Whether that cataclysmic event and the appearance of these anomalies is in some way linked to the ongoing jump gate shutdown has not yet become clear. What is evident, though, is that not all of these anomalies have the same properties. At first glance, they all appear to be unstable, and their destinations seem completely unpredictable when an anomaly is traversed. Our big breakthrough was realizing that the energy released by the tide can interact with a specific anomaly to temporarily stabilize it, which fixes the destination to reliably travel between the same two systems. This in itself is already an invaluable insight, as it suggests that, provided you apply enough energy, the properties of an anomaly can change. Unfortunately, our technology is nowhere near capable enough yet. What we found on the other side of the anomaly is so much more immediately significant. A completely unconnected system, devoid of life. In a fit of unexpected whimsy, I could not help but name said system Leap of Faith. Astonishingly, this solitary system houses an abandoned artificial structure. We were able to extract a condensate from it, which reacts violently when exposed to the tide's advancing energy. We believe that with some further research, we could utilize this material to create some shielding which would protect against the most destructive effects of the tide. While we don't yet know the nature of said alien structure, or how the stable anomaly works exactly, these findings undoubtedly have the potential to change life in this system for the better. The impact of the last tide must have destroyed some communication equipment on the station. I'm having trouble establishing contact, but repairs are currently underway. I cannot wait to share this discovery with the wider scientific community.
The recording ends here. The files indicate that this was the last log to be stored on the black box. I wonder what happened after this message was recorded. It seems that the scientists' findings never became public, since I cannot find any mention of a stable anomaly anywhere in the accessible archives.
With the Syndicate showing up like this, it really does seem like someone is going to great lengths to cover their tracks, does it not? I imagine that in this environment, any kind of leg up would inevitably yield enormous profits.
Assistant, would you look at that? I went back to the data we gathered from your beacons, and to my great shame, I have to admit that it does seem like I did indeed miss something rather crucial. With one of these anomalies, the reading changed for a fraction of a nanosecond, just before the tide hit. This change was easy to miss because the beacon ceased to function immediately afterwards. With this data, I can identify exactly which anomaly is alerted by the impact. I think we are very close to solving the Protection mystery. All you need to do is pass through the anomaly shortly after the tide has hit it. That should not be too hard for a resourceful pilot and a grade A assistant.
Autopilot engaged.
I like how he implied that there's been a tide between when I was last over there and now. Because there hasn't. There's a timer at the moment. 7.5 minutes. 10 to 15 can't have been too wrong, given that it's now 8.
Entering Avarice 5 dead end.
Your delay is a lot more than mine is. So I've got my own stream up, so I can monitor the quality after the other day.
Autopilot disengaged.
Oh, of course, it's pushing me away, isn't it? I think the CMEs form a ring as a timer. I can see how that's possible. Stare directly at the sun. Need to be docked when the tide actually hits. Oh, yeah. I do, don't I? But he also wants me to fly into it shortly after. Alright, where's the nearest station? The defense platform.
Riptide Raker's defense platform.
Have 5-10 minutes of save time? Cool.